Hey there guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another Best Class Setups in Modern Warfare video. We are taking another look at the CR56 AMAX, or the Galil in this game, a really powerful weapon in my opinion. Definitely one of the better assault rifles out there, just because the decent 3-shot kill range is really strong with this weapon. It's easy to control and has a pretty good fire rate. There are basically unlimited ways that you can run the CR56 AMAX. Like, there's a number of different attachment combinations that will really work well, and I've been working through a lot of them this morning, and I think I've come up with the best one here. But just before we do get into talking about it right now, let's try and get this one to 25 likes. You guys have been absolutely fantastic recently. We've had a little bit of a spurt recently, and we've gone up to like almost 2,850 subscribers, which is pretty wild considering where we were last week. And we're still working towards 3,000 subscribers, so make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so, to make sure we get there very soon. Anyway, let's just jump straight into our CR56 AMAX class setup here. So as I said, this is a very versatile weapon with a number of different attachment options that do work all very nicely, and we'll go over them each once we do get there. But we're going to start off with the Akimbo M19s here, of course, in our secondary slot. Basically, we just want a very powerful close range option. If somebody does come around the corner and we're caught down, like, just pull the pistols up and we get a nice easy kill at close range. We want that monolithic suppressor, the XRKL super barrel, the 5mm laser, the lightweight trigger, and of course the Akimbo perk. Basically, as I said, close range option, that's all we're using this for. A very usual perk setup of EOD, Ghost, and Tracker here. Of course, EOD for that explosive resistance, Ghost for staying off of those UAVs, and of course getting that Tracker just to see those enemy footprints makes it very easy to follow people around and get easy kills. So people who don't know that you're there, this combines very well with Dead Silence as well. If you're sort of sprinting around the map with Dead Silence, Tracker is very powerful. In the lethal slot, we do always take the C4, as it is one of the best killing tools in the game outside of your main weapon. Basically, you just chuck it over a wall, around a corner, and pretty much everybody dies who isn't running EOD. And the tactical, of course, we want that stim shot just for that extra chance per life. So as I said, very versatile weapon in terms of the CR56 AMAX. The Galil is a very powerful boy, of course, and we'll start off with our XRK Zodiac S440 barrel here, of course, for that damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. As normal with these particular class setups, we're looking for a great balance of getting that extra damage range, being able to hit our targets very easily, as well as having a decent amount of movement speed and sort of aim down sight speed bonuses. Speaking of, we want that FSS close quarter stock for that aim down sight speed. You can also take the no stock or the CR56 XO as well. These do offer varying amounts of these kind of bonuses, so aim down sight speed across the board, movement speed versus sort of aim walking movement speed. The no stock does make it a little bit harder to hit our shots, so if you are feeling so inclined, you can pick this one, but it'll be a little bit more difficult to get kills with this. So we want the stippled grip tape as well, stippled wrap, of course, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, pretty much the best stats that you can get on most weapons in this game. It's a little bit disappointing that some weapons don't have this, and that's a little bit unfortunate for those, but those weapons that do are very powerful. 45 round mags, of course, for that extended amount of bullets that we do want to fire. Basically getting as many bullets down range as we can means we can go on those longer streaks as well. And lastly, we want the Merc foregrip or the Commando foregrip. This really is up to you, of course. The Merc foregrip did receive that nerf recently for that movement speed. Instead of increasing our movement speed by 4%, it now decreases it by 1%, which is probably standard, as recoil control and hipfire accuracy are very good bonuses that we do want here, but Commando foregrip as well for controlling that horizontal recoil, as well as a little bit of vertical recoil control. So of course this choice is up to you. Basically they are both very good options in this game. So of course, as we normally do after we talk about our class setup, we're going to jump into some gameplay here with this. The last game I played with this, I think I dropped 77 kills, which was absolutely insane. So this game is definitely going to get skill-based matchmaking, and we're probably going to drop like 10 and be really sad about it. So at least we can say that one of these gameplay videos is not on that dumb Hovek Sawmill map. But the last game, actually funnily enough, where we did drop those 77 kills, was also on Petrov Oil Rig, which is fairly interesting. There is mostly somebody sitting there pretty much every single time you do try and push around that wall. So if we chuck the C4 in there, we might actually be able to push this guy. Actually nicely timed there. Got a little bit lucky. I want to put out the assault rifle and just sort of wait for people to come to us here. We're in a fairly good position right now. I think Hardpoint is a bit of an interesting game mode for this kind of thing, as you are constantly moving around the map, and this plays with this map very nicely, actually. Like, it's a game mode that always plays well on these new style of maps, where TDM can sort of fall a little bit flat sometimes, as sort of the fights are concentrated in one or two areas of the map, whereas sort of fighting happens pretty much all over here. We're in trouble here. We have to go right now. That little ding you did hear previously was, of course, my watch going off, which I needed to turn that off, but come on, make it on silent so we don't have to hear that again. That's okay, we'll move on here. Got that watch sending us notifications, wanting to chat to us, but that's okay. If we push around the back here again and we come through this bit, we should be able to catch some people off guard as they come up these stairs. Ugh. Alright, no, that is not for me. If we peek out there, we are definitely going to die. Now we can maybe peek out there, as some people might be distracted by going towards the hard point, so this is a better place to peek now. For the most part, all we are looking to do is just pick off people who are sort of lagging and trailing a bit behind the hard point, stuff like that. We don't really want to go in there at the moment. So he crossed. If we get up here, I was gonna pre-fire that, but I wasn't 100% sure about where he was. So if we come around the back here after jumping off there, we should be able to... That's the last person on the hard point. I'm actually expecting them to come from this way, so we need to sort of get into position here. And then... Okay, that was a little bit scary. The stopping power rounds with this particular weapon are quite nice. I don't think they're super important. Like, you don't need them to secure kills. It just makes it a little bit easier sometimes. And something that I found out recently is that the stopping power rounds does actually increase the recoil that you do get on certain weapons. I'm not sure on which weapons it's worse and stuff like that. Like, it's usually typically kind of easy to control the recoil. It's not too big of a deal usually. We'll call in the VTOL. Still people over there. If he peeks out again, we're easily going to kill him. Knew he was over there. Nice little flick on him. But man, I've been loving a lot of these new weapons recently. Well, this isn't really a new weapon, but you know what I mean. Like, DLC weapons are always a lot of fun. We're going to take a look at the Ram 7 very shortly as well, because it's still one of my favorite assault rifles. Definitely one of the better weapons in the game. We've got that support healer. We'll call that in after the VTOL goes away. We don't want to sort of double up on nothing and waste them. Pretty much just going to wait for people. I mean, this seems to be going quite well. Maybe I was wrong about the old skill-based matchmaking thing. That is kind of interesting. Like, yeah, last game I played, didn't do anything specific to get, like, that style of game. It was just one of those games where you just go off and we do get taken out there. The VTOL is also gone now. So, nice little shot. I actually managed to land a headshot there, which is kind of cool. I think they're going to cross through the middle here. So if we go this way... Yep, was right. Pull out the pistols here and we'll go for a little close... Okay, not an ideal sort of situation to be in with somebody sitting there waiting above us. But we can sort of move towards the hard point here. Cut them off just here. They're all in this building, I believe. So we're going to try and push in nice and close. Get... No? Nobody here? Okay, well, there's definitely going to be somebody pushing up the side here. No? Well, okay, they're going to be coming from the other way then, and that's okay. So we can make use of our teammate's shield. Again, pulling out these stopping power rounds are very, very good here as usual. Like, just do more damage, and that's very, very strong with most weapons. As I said, does increase the recoil sometimes, which is not ideal, but, I mean, that's something you have to deal with sometimes. I shouldn't have been standing out in the open there like that. That was kind of stupid. So again, we want to come through the middle and cut them off as they try and get towards the point. We can see some footprints here, so we're going to make use of these, hopefully. There's a young gent here. Make use of that to get easy kills. Basically, all you're using is the information that you have against people and sort of knowing where the hard point is and where the enemy's going to spawn and where you can run to sort of take advantage of that. There's a guy very, very close to us right now, and that's kind of an issue. Oh god, the aim there was not ideal. There is a Betty at the top there, so if we go that way and I set that off, they're going to know that I'm coming that way, so that's not ideal either. Oh, it's not there anymore. Cool. So again, the hard point is going to switch to... That is bad timing. That is terrible timing. So as I was saying, the hard point is going to switch over to the top again, so people are going to try and run from that way or through the middle to try and get there, meaning we have to cut them off as they try and run through it. And they're probably going to come from here, would be my guess. This way. If they want to come through this way, that's fine. We can just sort of ADS this whole hallway, which is kind of slow, but, you know. This is fine. Nah, let's be more quick. Bit more speed about this. I don't think there is actually anybody here. Meaning I think the spawn's flipped. Basically, you always have to be looking for that next kill. You always got to be aiming at a next spot after you do kill someone, but don't do it so quickly that you sort of don't get the first kill. Always kind of important to notice when you actually do get the kill so you can sort of flick to the next spot. But as I said, don't do it too early that you actually don't get the kill. Oh god. Nice little double there. Don't want to actually jump on the point just yet, so we can pick up another kill. Gonna be a guy coming from here. Take him out pretty easily, though. I'm a little bit scared right now. At the C4. Oh, that's bad. Let's try that again. Can I have my weapon back? That's fine. We're inside now. This is a little bit more comfortable. Oh, that was kind of spooky. Again, we're just taking up good positioning here. People are going to try and cross towards this side of the map now, so we can cut them off as they do so. But this is a little bit more tricky as there is the VTOL in the sky, which makes it kind of hard for us to push into a decent position here. I come through this way. Hopefully I don't get killed by the VTOL and we can take somebody by surprise, hopefully. Okay, that was not... No, he knew. He knew. This is a little bit unfortunate. We also can't call our VTOL in just yet. Here he comes. Just always waiting for people, trying to cut them off as they do try and cross. All about just waiting for people to get into the right position so we can kill them, pretty much. If nobody holds the point, they should be spawning this way. Yep, I was right. Yeah, he can peek that for me. I'm fine with that. I actually get the hard point, like... Oh, Jesus. So there's going to be oh, I can't go that way. Stupid gas. The gas. Actually a little bit annoyed about our positioning right now. We're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Oh my god, he should have killed us there. Okay, everything is fine. If we have the hard point, we win. So that is, of course, good. Oh, the gas man. I'm the gas man. Oh, how did he not get that kill? Well, the game's over, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But we'll have our final thoughts on this in just a second. 49 kills is not too bad, only 5 seconds on the hard point. Alrighty, so what do we think of our CR56 AMAX class here? Of course, well, as I said already, it's a very versatile weapon. We have got a number of different attachment options for. As I said, you can swap, of course, out the underbarrels if you are feeling so inclined. You can drop off the Zodiac barrel, maybe pick up like the monolithic suppressor or something like that. But yeah, really do like this weapon. It is a very powerful assault rifle in this game, and I think you should try this particular class setup out if you have not already done so. I do appreciate you checking out this video, of course. Do help us get to 3,000 subscribers. I would very much appreciate that, of course. I do appreciate you guys watching this one as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!